Okay, so we're recording. All right, so first I just wanted to give a couple shout outs to girls on my team that have already hit Success Club, Kaylin and Zakia. Kaylin already has 8 points, and Zakia has 6 points this month. And we have tons of you ladies that are like right there with 3, 4 points. So we have, 10, 11 days left in this month. Like March is awesome because it's such a long month. So it gives you plenty of time to keep, forming people, keep talking to people and sending out those invites. And obviously following up with people is super important. So keep pushing toward your goal. Like we had an amazing month last month. And so just kind of keep using that momentum through the month of March. And, I'm just really proud of everybody for kind of pushing last month and continuing on this month. You guys are so awesome. And then just so everyone knows, like I made a post on our team page, but I do have like a little gift for everybody that hit Success Club this month. I got these cute little like personalized mugs for you guys, and they're super cute. So that's just a little incentive for those of you guys hitting Success Club. Okay, so I want to introduce Nina. She is so awesome to be able to do this team call with us this morning. I met Nina, last year at one of our Arizona Super Saturdays. So Nina and I both live in the Phoenix area, and she is one of the leaders from the Arizona Beachbody board or whatever it's called. And so she helps basically run the events. And so I met her because she was running the workout during the Super Saturday, and she's just so awesome. She's so just high energy, excited about life and fitness and everything. And she's just one of those people that you're kind of just like drawn to because she's just so much fun and so much just a cool person to listen to speak and run a workout. She's an amazing fitness trainer. So Nina is, she is a 3-star qualifying coach. She's a Success Club All-Star, and she is the founder of Rising Phoenix Nation, which is one of the top teams in Beachbody. She's an Insanity ambassador and a master trainee. She teaches Turbo Kick, Hip Hop Hustle, and Pyo. And another thing that's really cool is that she recently created a fitness in the district movement. And I don't even know about this yet. I'm really excited maybe to hear more about it. But she has like 500 people doing these workouts out in the Phoenix area. She's been featured on local news stations, and she's also in the Insanity infomercial, which is really cool. But even cooler than that, Nina is a mom of 5 kids, which is crazy. I remember the first time she told me that, I was like, you're lying. There's no way you have 5 kids, because she's in amazing shape, and she doesn't even seem like somebody that has 5 kids, because she's just so like energetic and excited, and she's like killing her business. So with all that said, I'm going to let Nina go ahead and get started talking to us about what she has prepared. And she's basically going to talk to us about kind of how she builds her business on social media. So make sure that you are taking notes.
Yay! Thank you, Jackie. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for having me as a guest speaker today. You guys can hear me, right? I'm not obnoxiously loud. Yeah?
You're good. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe put it up a little. So before we get started on the training, a little bit about my personality. I am crazily energetic. It's coffee or no coffee. That's just how I am. I talk kind of fast. I blame it on being a Puerto Rican. It's just the Latina in me. You will hear me curse. So if I offend any of you, please know that it comes from a place of love and passion. And you may need a pop and ibuprofen after this call, because that's just how I am. So I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I hope that no matter what, if you just close your eyes and listen to what I'm going to share with you, you take some golden nuggets and you take some action steps. That's all. You don't have to friend me on Facebook after this if you don't want to, but I just hope that you find what I share of some value some of the tips I may share with you, because you guys are rock stars. You're on Jackie's team. Jackie is killing it. You guys are killing it. She is a reflection of you guys, right? This is a business for yourself and not by yourself, which is why we always say teamwork makes the dream work. But some of these tips may be things that you've heard before. I don't want you to kind of like roll your eyes, and I can probably see many of you do it anyways on the Zoom call, but I just want you to take in everything that I share with you. And even if it is something that you have heard before, maybe it's going to resonate with you today differently, and maybe it's something from my perspective you haven't heard before. So I love Zoom chat, but I haven't done Zoom chat in a while. It says I can share my screen. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you should be able to share your screen.
Okay, this is going to be so good because I'm very visual. I don't know how you guys are, but I'm a visual learner. I need to see things in order to get them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click share. Please tell me if you can see this. Okay, we'll do desktop, screen share. Okay. Can you guys see my Facebook?
Yes. We can.
Yo! Hot damn. Oh, yeah. This just made my day. Okay, so I want to talk about social media. In the beginning, when I became a coach, which was a little over 3 years ago, I had about 300 friends. Many of them were all my friends from Miami. I'm from Miami. And then my big ass family, right? That's all I had for Facebook. My husband was a Marine. And when he got out of the Marine Corps, we then started to travel a lot. It's crazy because we weren't traveling because he was a Marine. We were traveling because he was a civilian now, and his civilian job was now having him move. So that's why I used social media at the time. It was just to keep my family, in the loop of what was going on in our lives because we were moving and we had no family. But anyhow, so when I became a coach, I signed up as a coach. You guys are going to die. I signed up not knowing what the hell teams were. I didn't know that there were like all these kick-ass teams and top coaches. And I think that's for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. So I signed up just by going to Beachbody's website. I was a customer first, having suffered from depression and anxiety after I had my 5th kid. I did the Insanity program and loved it so much and got great results. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. You can be a coach and get paid to help people? And I've been telling my family to get Insanity? Oh, hell. So I signed up. And like I said, no idea that you could actually be mentored by someone who's been doing this for a little bit, someone that has kind of failed in some things and can guide me the right way. Didn't know any of that. So when I became a coach, my upline coach does not work his business. So just so you know, everything that I do, it's because I've learned, I've invested a lot of money. I love Chalene Johnson. I've done her Marketing Impact Academy. Anything she does, I will do. And YouTube, Google, those were my best friends. Personal development, following other top coaches and seeing what they're doing. And so when I became a coach, I was the type of coach that would post, I just killed my Insanity workout. And then I'd get my phone, take a sweaty ass picture, and then say, if you guys want to do Insanity, click here. And it's my Beachbody Coach website. And then I'd fold my arms and I'd wait. And I'd wait and I'd wait. And I'm like, this fucking job sucks. I suck as a coach. I can't believe I'm sharing about me working out. I just shared a sweaty picture of me. And I put my website link and nobody's ordered. And so for months and months and months, this is what I would do. I would take my snapshot of Shakeology, which I'll talk about those in a minute because I hate those pictures, by the way. It's just me. Those bother the shit out of me when I see those selfies with the shake. But I would do them. And then I would get so discouraged when people weren't ordering. I'm like, what the F? Like, I just told them that I drank Shakeology. Why are they not ordering it? I gave them my link. And so it wasn't until something clicked and I was challenged to be a part of a challenge group. And everything just started to click with me. I started to really pay attention to other coaches that I was following on Facebook. And I'm like, OMG, homegirl has been doing this wrong. for close to a year. But in my defense, did I quit? Did I give up? Never hitting Success Club, never really making any money. Like it was hit or miss with my paycheck. There would be weeks where it was like zero. But I'm like, I'm still doing it. I'm still going to do my workouts and I'm still going to post because God damn it, somebody's going to get it. I didn't know. So long story short, I want you guys to know that this business takes time to build. Whether you're a new coach or a seasoned coach, you should always be learning, growing, and developing your skills. And I'm still learning, growing, and developing myself. I don't consider myself a master at social media, but I've kind of got my groove with it. And so that's what I want to share with you guys today. So let's talk about the personal page first, since I have it up. This is my personal page. The first thing you want to have on your personal page is your cover photo. Now, don't get me wrong. I used to have my cover photo where it was very much about my business, if that makes sense, where I would have my fitness picture. Let me see if I can find it so you guys can see it. So you can see the visual of what I'm talking about, because this is going to be one of my don'ts. Choose from my photos. Like, we're going to get real. Okay, no, this isn't going to work. But anywho, do you guys know what I'm talking about, where you have like a picture of you like in your fitness gear, then you got like your advertising about your business or what your slogan is or your team? That's going to be for your fan page. So you want to save that type of cover photo for your fan page. My personal page is just that. It's personal. So if someone comes on my personal page, the first thing they're going to see is my cover photo, and they're going to see I'm all about my family. You don't have to have that. Maybe you're not all about your family. You're sick of them. But what make it very personal is my point. The second thing is on the left-hand side here, where it says a little bit about me, I have it linked, if you can see it, where that's my like page. So if they want to know more about me, they're going to go and click on that. You can even maybe put something on your cover photo, a very small little part of your cover photo where you can say, like my fan page, and then direct them there. So you want people to know about your fan page, but you don't want your cover photo to be all about your business, because that's why you have a like page. So on my personal page, it's exactly that. It's personal. This is where I will share a lot about my family. I will share tons of pictures of my kids. Some people get sick of them. I don't give rat's ass. That's why it's my personal page. I will share about what I'm doing with my kids. I will share tips, family tips, mommy tips, things like that. You'll get more of me, if that makes sense, on my personal page, like the rawness of me versus me putting that on my fan page. I try to keep my personal page 80% personal, 20% business. You will not see me now, because before it wasn't like this, talking a lot about my challenge groups, free challenge groups, or the coaching opportunity. That is what you want to save for your fan page, and I'll explain that in a minute and explain how I expand my reach on that. What I've learned through a lot of trial and error, you guys, is that I get so many likes and comments and the weirdest engagement when I talk about my family or show pictures of my family. So let me show you an example. And it's weird. I'm like, oh my God, they only want to see my family. Yet if I post something about a challenge group, I might get 30 likes. Have you guys ever felt like that? Like you can share like your kid covered in peanut butter and jelly, right? Or they just like took all the toys and threw them in the toilet, and you've got all these likes and engagements, yet 2 hours after that, you're posting about the challenge group, and then it's, hit or miss. So really keep an eye and keep track of how many likes you're getting on your posts. And this is important. At first I was like, I don't need to do that. But your people, your followers are going to show you what they want to see more of. So when I started to look at these insights and really keep track, I did it for 1 week. And I went and looked at all my posts, and I saw how many likes I was getting, Who was sharing? How many shares was I getting? Who was commenting and how many people were commenting? I gave them more of that. What I love to share on my personal page are my hobbies and interests. So I want you to think of 5 of your top hobbies and interests that aren't related to fitness. So on my personal page, I will talk about tattoos because I love tattoos. I'm covered up right now, but I have tattoos. I talk about my faith. It's crazy, right? Tattoo chick with a potty mouth, but love, I talk about my Jesus all the time, and I love Joel Osteen, so I love sharing Joel Osteen quotes. So I talk about my faith. I talk about my family. My followers on my personal page know that I love coffee. I mean, I'm drinking it right now. So I find that we have that commonality. And that's the purpose of always sharing your hobbies and things that you love to do outside of fitness and wellness and outside of your Beachbody business, is so that your followers can find a commonality with you other than just fitness and wellness. And when they feel like they have a commonality with you, something in common, then they start to like you a little more, right? Then they start to feel like, oh, I dig her. Oh, girlfriend's got 5 kids. I've got 3. Trust me, we get each other, right? Think about that. How many of you are mommies and you can meet somebody for the first time, and as soon as you guys share how many kids you have, it's like, oh, come give me a hug. I love you. I feel for you. Let's just sit down and talk. We're going to be best friends. Think about that. So that's what you want your followers to feel when you share snippets of your life with them. Because once they start to feel that they have something in common with you, then they start to build trust with you. Once they start to trust you is when you can share about the coaching opportunity. It's when you can post about a challenge group, because they already feel like they know you a little bit. They have something in common with you. They trust you. So now they're going to trust in investing their hard-earned money with you and joining you, whether it's with a challenge group or the coaching opportunity. So that's the process. Think of it as courting, both on your personal page and on your fan page. You're courting. For so long, I would post about challenge groups and I would get so frustrated. Why weren't people joining? Well, I wasn't really sharing anything about my life. I wasn't sharing snippets into my world except telling them that I was doing insanity and drinking Shakeology. That did nothing for my followers. So when you post, write this down, whether it's personal or on your fan page, you have to post with intention. I sometimes see posts and I'm just like, oh man, that was a dud. Where people will take selfies and they'll say, it's a beautiful day, rise and shine. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep scrolling through my news feed. That does nothing for me. When Facebook and social media is always on the go, right? It's nonstop. And so you have to remember that when people are on their phone, they're going through news feeds, and at some point they stop, right? They get bored. They're not going to keep going for 5 or 10 minutes, maybe like we do. So when you post something and they're going through their news feed, it has to be intentional. It has to be something that grabs their attention. It has to be something of value. Something that's attract they want to repost. It doesn't have to be fitness or wellness related. So here's what I like to do. I love to make posts that are inspirational, motivational, funny. It could be a tip on something. And I love sharing tips. Does that make us an expert in that? Hell no. But we're an expert in ourselves. We're an expert in our own lives. We're an expert in what works for us and what's been a success for us, or something that we've learned along the way. And that's what I share. And what I love about this, and make sure you guys write this down, is that when you share tips, I want you to share tips on anything. Not a tip on making sure you drink a gallon of water a day, right? How many times do they come across those tips? I want this tip to be about anything. And again, it goes back to your hobbies and interests. Maybe you are kick-ass at DIY projects. You should be sharing tips on that weekly with your followers. Maybe you're a super badass mom and you can go into Target, one of my favorite stores, by the way, and you can get your kids to behave beautifully for that next hour while you shop, right? Maybe you've got some Jedi mind tricks or tips that you can share with other mommies who they're like, oh no, I can't go grocery shopping with my kids. Are you crazy? I will lose my mind. Somebody will need to call children's services on me. That's me, by the way. Maybe you're a runner and you have some great tips on what type of shoes they should wear, or the best socks so they don't get blisters, or your favorite workout gear for running. Maybe you are, maybe you're time management savvy and you want to share a tip. So you want to share these things on Facebook, things that are of value, because the purpose of Facebook or social media is to get your followers, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, to socialize. You never want to make a post and then fold your arms and then wait for people to come to you. You want them to engage with you. And so what I found is that when I do share tips or when I do share things of value, I get better engagement from my followers. Now, when you share something, you always want to have a call to action at the end of every post. So let me see if I can, my computer's really slow, but here's a perfect example, something that I don't have to keep scrolling for. I made a post and I said, can I just say I love being a fitness instructor? And then I talked a little bit about being a fitness instructor. And my call to action at the end said, if you love being a fitness instructor too, or love your fitness instructor. So I didn't just want to make a post and say, can I just say I love being a fitness instructor? And I, made a statement. I want my people to engage with me. Was this post about selling them on something, getting them in a challenge group, talking about Shakeology? No, but I still want them to engage. Same thing with my kids, or think of when you give shout outs to your challengers or shout outs to coaches. I like to start some of my posts with a question. So let's say it's Thursday recognition day, right? You guys do Thursday recognitions? Yes? You can shake your head because I know you guys are on mute. Yeah. So what I love to do is when I do recognitions, I always start off by saying, can you guys please help me congratulate Jackie Peterson for losing 15 pounds in just 30 days in our challenge group. And then you can talk a little bit about it. So what did I do? I created a call to action. I want them to help me congratulate. So what are they going to do? They're going to like, and they're probably going to comment and congratulate her. So this creates engagement. So why do we want people to like, comment, and share? I'm sure you guys know this, but I'll just touch on it a little bit. Facebook and its crazy mathematical algorithms, when they start to see that you are getting likes and engagements and comments and people are sharing your posts, you all of a sudden pop on Facebook's radar. And they go ding, 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 ding. Oh, Jackie's got a post that she's getting a lot of interaction on. What Facebook then does is take that post and put it at the top of your followers' news feeds. Does that make sense? So you are now becoming more relevant on Facebook. The more relevant you are, the more you're expanding your reach, not just with your followers, but with their followers as well. Meaning those that have liked and commented and shared your post, now their followers are seeing it as well. So when you get like random Facebook friend requests sometimes, but it shows you have a mutual friend, more than likely it's because you popped up on their newsfeed. They saw something of value from your post. Maybe it was a DIY video that you made, but they found a commonality with that, and now they want to follow you and friend you. So that's why it's so important. The next thing I want to share is I love making videos. So I want you to write these 3 words down. Videos videos, videos. Now, some of you are probably getting a knot in your stomach right now. You're like, oh, hell, no, no, mm-mm. That's one of my things that I'm struggling with. I'm telling you right now, there's a reason you're on this webinar, and that's for me to kick you in your ass and push you out of your comfort zone. It's true. Videos are so important, and here's why. You can only convey so much enthusiasm and excitement and your passion for something through words. Yet when you make a video and you can exude your excitement and you can smile, right? And the people who are watching your video can literally see and feel your energy. It could be about how you went grocery shopping and the kids didn't, go crazy on you and you made a video about that. But that passion and excitement and positivity that comes through is infectious. It's infectious. And you can't get that across with just words. So that's why I'm such a firm believer in making videos. So try to do more videos and less typing with posts. And try that out for 2 to 3 weeks. You're like, oh my God, you want me to make videos for 2 to 3 weeks? Yes, because I promise you that once you get those first couple videos under your belt, if you're a newbie at this, you're gonna start to realize how much fun they are, how people are gonna be interacting with you, people that you probably thought weren't following you on Facebook, you maybe thought that they dropped off the face of the earth, they got abducted by aliens, then all of a sudden this person is messaging you and talking about, oh my God, I loved your video about how to organize your office. I loved your video on how to meal prep. I loved your video on how you coupon clip. I don't know. Right? And you're going to be like, what the hell? Oh my God, these videos work. Because sometimes it's not about looking at how many likes and comments you get. People watch. And sometimes people don't, for whatever reason, don't want to like and comment. But then you get that private message or you bump into that person and they start telling you about, I love all your videos you share. And you're like, what? Holy hell. So videos, videos, videos. And again, about anything. Now, when you make a video, 1 minute or less. So some of you are like, okay, that sounds a little more doable. 1 minute or less. And the reason being is people on social media have ADD, right? No offense to anyone that may have it. I think my son has it. He's just not diagnosed with it. But we all do, right? Our attention span is that of this, right? So if you're making a video and you may look cute and you may have valuable content you want to share, but you keep going on and on and on, guess what? I ain't going to watch your video. I'm going to stop and I'm going to keep scrolling. I'm going to be like, holy hell, I just can't anymore. So make a video 1 minute or less, be short, concise, have great energy, smile, and post. Now here's my little tip. When you make a video, if you do it from your phone, make sure you guys look at the dot. See that pretty little dot on your phone? This is just my iPhone. And here's why. When I first started making videos, I would look at myself. Hi, everybody, right? Kind of second, like look at my hair and make sure I don't have like boogers in my nose. Yet when I would post it, it didn't feel like I was looking into their soul. Does that make sense? I'm not giving eye contact to them. So when I can look at the dot, whether it's on my computer or on my phone, I'm looking right at you. So that's important. Now, when you make videos, I love to use the app called Perfect Video, because you can add text on the video. You can add pictures as well to the video. You can add music if you want. How many of you love to like make videos of you working out? That could be part of your videos. But 1 minute, right? 1 minute, and think of it this way. Sometimes before people invest with you in joining your challenge groups, they want to know what they're investing in. Yeah, we may have messaged them and told them all about how great the 21-Day Fix Extreme workout is. But if you're doing the 21-Day Fix Extreme, don't you think they want to see that versus looking at the YouTube video channel you sent them of the 21-Day Fix Extreme? They want to see a snippet into your life, and they want to see what you're doing with your fitness. So you can make these little videos once or twice a week. I wouldn't do more than that if you're going to make workout videos. Once or twice a week. And you can make those videos so they can see, oh my God, that drill or that workout move looked killer. And what workout is that? That's the 21-Day Fix Extreme. That's Turbo Fire. That's Insanity Max 30. Holy hell, I so want to do that. Another thing I love to do is I love to make videos sharing recipes for Shakeology. So this is when I was saying earlier, please don't do the picture of you drinking Shakeology and talking about how much you love it. Nobody gives a rat's ass that you drink Shakeology and that you love it and that it's your daily dose of dense nutrition for the day. That means nothing to your follower who doesn't understand why they should be drinking it, right? How long you've been drinking it, what's your personal experience with it, and what are some recipes that they can do. They don't care that you drank it for the day. They're still struggling with their junk food cravings. They're still overweight, and they're still undecided if they want to get it or not. You have to share your perspective with them, your story. So I always say, if you ever do share a picture of you drinking Shakeology, it's got to be valuable. It's got to be something that's going to stop me in my newsfeed and want to read it. So that's when you can say, you know, I'm a busy mom of 5, but I always make my Shakeology every morning because it takes me 1 minute or less, and I'm out the door taking my kids to school and running errands. But I know that I'm getting my nutrients for the day, and I've been getting it for the past 3 years. Boom. That's more valuable than just saying, have you had your Shakeology today? Oh my gosh, I want to die when I see those posts. And I'm sorry if any of you have done that. I don't know, but I was one of them, just so you know. All the time. It was bad. So videos, making sure everything is of value. And now I'm going to do, are we good on time, Jackie? Because I can just like.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I mean,
cool.
Probably we usually don't go over an hour, so we're good. We have
okay.
25, 30 minutes.
Good. Okay. So does everybody get the personal page? Do you feel like there was some golden nuggets that you took away on that? And it's all trial and error. You got to learn. I don't want to say throw it to the wall and see if it sticks, but you got to be consistent with it for a while. You can't try it out for a week and go, you know what? I don't know what the hell Nina's talking about. I did the videos and I didn't get any interaction. Facebook, write this down. You have to be constantly present on Facebook. And this is something I struggle with on my team, just keeping it real, is that I will have those coaches who kick ass for a week, right? They take what I share with them and they do the work. They make their videos. They're posting 3 to 5 times a day. Then they get abducted by aliens, and for 2 weeks, they're gone. They're gone. Oh, but I've been busy. Oh, but I was on vacation. I don't give a rat's ass. I went to Disney with my family recently, but I was still constantly present on Facebook. I wasn't talking about business, but I was still present on Facebook. And again, this all goes back to the way that Facebook operates. When you guys stop being constantly present on Facebook, you pop up on Facebook's radar and they say, oh, Jackie hasn't been posting very often. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to remove her from people's news feeds. So how many of you have been on and off of Facebook? And when you're ready to rock and roll again and be present on Facebook, your likes have diminished. You're not getting as many engagements. And you're wondering where the hell everybody is, right? It's because Facebook has been removing you from people's news feeds. You know, just because you have 500 friends or 1,000 friends on Facebook doesn't mean every time you post, all 500 or 1,000 friends see it. There's a very small percentage of people that see your Facebook posts, and I forgot what the percentage was. Shalene Johnson had mentioned it, but it's less than 7%, I'll tell you that. I think it's less than 5%. So this is why, going back, I was saying always make sure you give valuable content and you create those call to actions on your post. Like if you agree, comment below. Can you help me congratulate? So you can continue to make yourself relevant on Facebook, because when you stop being consistently present on social media, Facebook takes notice and starts to remove you from people's newsfeed, and you have to work 10 times harder to become relevant again. And I learned that the hard way when I created my fan page, which we're about to get into. I put so much of my energy onto my fan page and I stopped my personal page that when I went back to my personal page, I was getting crickets. I was getting like 30 likes when I used to get over 200 likes on a post. And I was like, holy hell, all these people must have unfriended me. No, Facebook took me down from a lot of people's news feeds. So that's very important. Make yourself relevant on Facebook by being constantly present. So let's talk about the fan page. I am a huge believer in having both a fan page and a personal page. Your fan page is for your business. Your fan page is going to be 80% about your business, 20% personal. And my computer's really slow, but I'm going to pull up my fan page in a minute. So on my fan page, I want to attract people who fit my target market audience, my niche. So when it comes to your fan page, the first thing I want you to think about is, who are you and who are you trying to help? And I'm sure some of you have done this exercise before, right? It's about finding your ideal customer, your perfect customer. Who are they? So I love to do this little exercise with my coaches, and I'll share this with you. And maybe you've done it before, but you can share this with your coaches. What's their name? I want you to create your avatar, your customer avatar. And just so you know, you'll do the same thing with your coach avatar. What's their name? What's their age and occupation? What's their household income? Do they have kids? Do they not have kids? What are their hobbies and interests? What's their personality like? Are they an introvert? Are they an extrovert? What's their religion? Get down to the nitty-gritty. What does their daily uniform consist of? So I'm going to share with you my avatar. Her name is Gabrielle. She's 35 years old, and she's a mom of 3, and she wants to have more kids, though. Gabrielle suffers from depression and anxiety, and she has the Cinderella complex, meaning she is always taking care of everyone else in her family and making herself last. She cooks boxed meals and fast food and gets fast food, so she orders out 2 to 3 times a week. She doesn't cook the healthiest meals because everything is Kraft macaroni and cheese, Velveeta shells, hamburger helper, frozen pizzas, because she always says she's short on time. She's short-tempered. She's negative. She curses at her kids because she feels like she's on a short fuse and is like ready to pop at any time. Her marriage is on the rocks because she doesn't love herself anymore, so she can't show and share that love with her husband. When she goes out with her kids to the park, she sits on the bench like an old maid. Mind you, she's only 35, but she sits on the bench like an old maid because she has no energy to play with them. And she continuously looks at her phone, wondering, can we leave yet? Because I'm ready to go in the house. She's an introvert. She doesn't even like saying hello to the mailman or her neighbor. She doesn't attend business functions with her husband. So when her husband has events, she prefers to stay home. Her daily uniform consists of yoga pants that she never wears. That if she puts her workout clothes on, that's going to be the mental motivation she needs to work out. But because she's so busy taking care of everyone else, By the time it's nighttime and the kids are in bed, she says, to hell with it, I'm just going to sleep. She's anxiety driven. And when she lays in her bed, she's already got her mind racing about the next step. So that's my customer avatar. And that was me. So your customer avatar shouldn't take a lot for you to think about. I want you to think about who you were before Beachbody, who you were before fitness became a part of your life, who you were before you became a coach, because that was me. So when I look to help other women, I am looking for women who were once like me, because I know that if I can get out of it and I can make myself a priority and I can put on workout clothes now and actually get my workout in, and I saved my marriage because of fitness, true story. I can get into that another time, but it's a true story. I know that I can help these particular groups of women, right? I can't help all women. I can help just that person who fits that avatar. So now when I post on my fan page, I'm talking to that one person. I'm talking to Gabrielle. So when you post, I don't want you to feel like you have to generalize it and make it very superficial as if you're trying to reach the masses. You cannot help everyone. You can't. But you can help that one person who was once like you. And you're going to soon realize that that one turns into many. So I want you to go back as part of your assignment and think about who you were before. Mentally, physically, financially. I mean, you guys, I used to hide from the mailman or my neighbor when I would pull up in my driveway and they go, "Hey girl, hi Nina." And I'm like, "Oh, hi, gotta go." Because I was so insecure with myself. And I'm still an introvert, extrovert, if that makes any sense. But I'm a lot more sociable too. I mean, now I attend events with my husband where before I was so insecure with the way I looked. I was like, no, not going to happen. I used to put everyone else's needs in my family first, that when I would go to Target, again, my favorite place in the world, and I would find a cute Hello Kitty pajama, as soon as I would get to the checkout counter, I would take it out of the cart and put it right there where the candy is, because I would say, you know what? I'm taking away from my family. I don't need this. And for so many years, that's how I did that. I mean, a manicure and pedicure, are you serious? Like my feet looked like I was part of the Flintstone tribe. That's how bad they were. But now I make myself a priority and I don't feel guilty about it. And I teach my followers on my fan page how to live life the same way, how to make themselves a priority and not feel guilty about it. On your fan page, you want to, again, make sure you have a cover photo, but this time it's about your business. So remember, I talked about that earlier. So if you can see my fan page, I want you to think about what your message is and what message I want you to convey on your fan page. So there's my message. Design your life and dare to believe what's possible. And they know that when they come on my fan page, I'm going to give them free tips on fitness, wellness, and setting their life on fire. So now they can decide, do they want to like my page and follow me and join my journey and get these tips? Or maybe I'm not their cup of tea. But that's the importance of having that cover photo. And then again, when you're thinking of the content and the videos and the tips that you want to share on your fan page, what are you guys going to do? You're going to know, because you're going to revert back to who you were before and think about your customer avatar. So I don't want you to feel like I'm stuck. I don't know what I should be posting. I don't know what I should be sharing. Who are you? Who were you before Beachbody? So I love to share tips with my moms on how to ditch the Cinderella complex, right? Because that's what I call it. The Cinderella complex, where I was taking care of everyone else and not my own needs. So I share those tips with them. I share with them simple and easy meal plans that you can do 30 minutes or less that are healthy now. Why? Because homegirl used to do the Kraft macaroni and cheese and order out 2 to 3 times a week and spend all this money. I share with my followers stress and time management tips. Why? Hello? Because I suffered from that as well. So I want to teach them. As we wrap this up, because I want to talk a little bit about being a fitness instructor, I want you to remember that you want to teach and not preach. So many times I come across coaches' posts where it's very preachy, if that makes sense, where you're passionate, I get that, and you want to make a post, but it sounds more like you're standing up on a soapbox and preaching, but you're not teaching me, who's your loyal follower, how to overcome something. You're telling me I should be drinking a gallon of water a day, but how? Can you give me a tip on how I can make sure I do that? So if you want to be firm and stand strong on something you want to convey, always remember that your followers are not where you are. They're where you were maybe a year or 2 years ago, and they're asking the question, how? How do I do that? You're telling me I should get my daily dose of dense nutrition every day. How? I'm cleaning poopy diapers, snotty noses, and can barely take a shower by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. How do I make sure that I get my daily dose of dense nutrition? How do I make sure that I schedule my time out? Can you teach me that? So you always want to teach and not preach. So important, you guys. I used to be a preacher. And then I was losing followers because when I looked back, I was like, damn, I really did sound like I was on my high horse and better than everyone. Like, who am I? So you always want to put yourself in your followers' shoes. My last tip with posting on this is be real, be authentic, be raw. There are sometimes I see even my own coaches do this where it's very superficial when they post. It's those fucking selfies, and excuse my French. Some of you are like, oh no, she didn't. But yes, it's those selfie pictures and they're talking about God has given me another wonderful day of living. Well, yes, I love God too. And I'm not talking about putting God in that post, but it's like, that does nothing for me. I want you to be real, be raw, peel back the layers in your life. Share those posts that when you're writing it, you're getting butterflies or you're getting nods and you're like, holy hell, I don't know if I want to share this, but you know what? I'm going to share it. Because the more real you are on Facebook, the more people are going to connect with you. The more you're going to build your following. The more superficial you are and just doing selfie shots and talking about how life is just rainbows and unicorns and you just love your life and you love your family and you love being a coach and you love your team, nobody gives a rat's ass about that. I'm sorry, it's true. But when you share your struggles, when you share that you locked yourself up in the pantry and you had to cry for 3 minutes because the kids were driving you crazy, when you share that you had a moment where you just screamed at everybody in the house, your husband, your kids, you were cursing, you need somebody to baptize you because you need Jesus, right? When you share those posts with people, how many people are going to respect you and continue to follow you because you're real, because you have flaws, because you're human. Nobody wants to see the rainbows and unicorns and life is great. Yes, share that. You know, if you lost 10 pounds doing a fitness program, that's great. But I want you guys to share how you may have lost 10 pounds, but 2 months ago you were struggling to do 2 push-ups, modified on your knees. Yeah, you may love Shakeology and you drink it every day, but a year ago you couldn't afford it. But you found and you assessed your spending habits to make this a part of your daily life. That's what people want to know about. Does that make sense? I love you guys. Just know that this all comes from a place of love. I'm very passionate. I talk like this all the time. So just know that I have a very strong personality. Let's just get at that. But I just want you guys to see that there's such a difference in the way that we make those little tweaks in how we share ourselves with people, that sometimes you feel like you think you're sharing yourself, but if you just make those simple little tweaks, you're going to be amazed at the following you're going to have. When I started, as I shared, I did everything wrong on social media and got little to no engagement. And now I have my posse of people, and they're the right people. They're my followers. They're my Gabrielles of the world who follow me because they are in the same shoes that I once was. And I want to help pull them out of that and show them that they do not need to live that life, that there is hope. And not the Obama kind of hope, right? Although I did vote for him, but not, keep hope alive. But I am literally going to share with you step by step how I got out of that. And these people are going to become your ride or die followers. So when you do post about a challenge group, or when you do talk about the coaching opportunity, your ride or die people are going to be like, girl, sign me up because you have helped me so much for free. You gave me all these tips. You shared all these videos. You gave so much of your real self for free. Sign me up. I want to keep following you and keep riding the journey along with you. So, okay, we got a couple more minutes. So I want to talk about how being a fitness coach and a fitness instructor have helped my business as well. So what I love about being a fitness instructor is that it allows me to help both aspects of the fitness world people. I get to help those people that need that in your face motivation, right? So I teach at a gym. And then I have those people that they're not ready to go to a gym. They sure as hell are not going to put all their kids in the car, take them to daycare at the gym, and then, get called out in the middle of class because somebody needs a poopy diaper change. Or maybe they're just not secure with themselves yet to want to go to a gym. So that's where my Beachbody business comes into play. And what I love about it is when I teach at a gym, are there any instructors on the call? I can't see everybody, or if you're thinking about it, I'm going to tell you right now, go for it. It will change your life. If you think being a coach, a Beachbody coach, is rewarding, I really want you to think about being a fitness instructor. Now, I will keep it real. You don't get paid much to be a fitness instructor. So if you're thinking about being an instructor for the money, you're highly mistaken. But if you want to be an instructor to inspire more people, please do. Do not become an instructor thinking that this is going to be your money maker for your Beachbody business. I want you to lead with the right intentions because people can see right through that. When I teach a class, I never tell them I'm a Beachbody coach. They have no clue. I don't go there, subliminally selling them on Shakeology by drinking out of my shaker cup or making my E&E before I teach a class. But what I love to do is I love to tell my members after class, are you guys on Facebook? Let's friend each other right now before you leave so you can follow me and learn about if there's a change in our class schedule, if we're going to do a theme workout, if I'm going to do a prize giveaway that day, and just so we can connect more. And what happens is they friend me. Then what happens? They start to creep up on your page, right? Ooh, what is this? Oh, what is she talking about? A virtual online challenge group? What is this coaching thing? So it happens organically, and it's coming from them. It's their choice to want to learn about Beachbody versus you trying to push it on them. So important to remember that. I have taken Group X classes at the gym, and just because I love working out, and the instructor's a Beachbody coach. And they're selling shit. I mean, they're talking about they got Shakeology packets in their gym bag. And I'm like, are you for real? That rubs me the wrong way as an instructor. And it should you too. You want people to love you organically and not because you're trying to sell them on something. And you don't want your members in class to be like, oh, she's just trying to sell me on something. She's not really here to help me. And then they're not going to come to your class. So what I do is I do a fitness concert here in the West Valley. I started a fit club in my garage. I have a 3-car garage that we converted into a gym. I mean, we did the mirrors, we got speakers, a TV, I got a mic set. I mean, I thought I was cute. And I got on a website, write this down, called meetup.com. So if any of you want to start a fit club, this is how I did it and promoted it. meetup.com. So I moved here to Arizona, no friends, nobody, just my husband and kids. And when I started to fall in love with fitness because of Beachbody and became a coach, I was like, how do I create a fit club, right? Very similar to a book club or a mommy's club, but this is about fitness. So my fit club started in my garage, and these random strangers, I mean, could you imagine? Put yourselves in their shoes. They would find out about this fit club, roll up to this residential neighborhood. I mean, yeah, I live in a nice neighborhood, but wouldn't you still feel like it's shady? And these people would come, and we would work out to the Beachbody programs. Then I became a fitness instructor, and my first certification I got certified in, first format was Turbo Kick, because I loved Turbo Fire. And I was like, what do you mean you can become an instructor and teach this too? That was my very first certification. And then I started teaching the class in my garage. So all my fit club people, they were like my guinea pigs, because I was new. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I could not cue for the life of me. You guys would have died if you would have taken my class. You would have been like, oh my God, she's crazy. But time after time after time, as I continued to develop my skills as an instructor, my vision started to change and my following started getting bigger. And so I did this fitness concert. And it's an outdoor concert in Arizona. I only do it 2 times a year because it's too damn hot to do in the summertime. I mean, nobody wants to fry like an egg in the summertime. I don't care how fun Turbo Kick is. And we do it outside. And we just wrapped up our season number 3 in January. We did it for 8 weeks. We did it once a week. And it was a medley of formats. So we did Turbo Kick, Insanity, Pio, Zumba. We've got Mexicans here. They love their Zumba. I don't know. The Latinas love their Zumba. And we had 1,200 people total come to that 8-week series. It was great for my Beachbody business as well. Now, again, was I on the mic at the concert telling everybody, I'm a Beachbody coach? No. But what I did was at the sign-in table, business cards. I gave away Shakeology packets. They followed me on Facebook. So it really helped me with my Beachbody business. I received clients from that, coaches. I even got coaches from my fit club. Like many people that came to my fit club eventually became coaches on my team or clients. I do have an ebook, not that I'm plugging. I don't need to plug, but it is a shameless plug. I do have an ebook on how to run a fitness concert. And the reason being is because so many of my fitness instructor friends were like, oh my God, how do I do what you do? I want to do one in my area. So I thought it best to just compile that shit into an ebook. So if you guys want more information on that, let me know and you can purchase my ebook. And you'll also get me to help you, mentor you. So you don't just get the ebook and then figure it out. Like you'll get one-on-one chats with me too if you want. So I can walk you through it and help make sure that you get your first concert set up right so that it's a success. And that's it. I think that's all I got. I want to wrap it up because it is 9:00. Was that okay, Jackie?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was so much good information. I just want to see if anybody has any questions for you. The only question I see so far is, do you use an auto poster? Is that okay for Facebook or no?
Good question. I only use the auto poster. I use my challenge or when I'm posting on my team pages. So that does help with my time management. But when it comes to my like page and my personal page, I want those posts to come from an emotional place. And I feel like if it's scheduled, it kind of loses that emotional feeling to it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I do like to, however, I use my phone or my journal. I like to come up with ideas. Like if something funny may have happened at home, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write that down and remind my followers about that, how Gabriella said the F-bomb or something. I don't know, which is crazy. Right? Or, oh, I know. I want to share a tip on da-da-da-da-da. So I'll write the idea of it down. And then when I sit at my computer, it's coming live from me. I used to schedule my posts and I noticed that the engagement started to decrease and the likes. And I think it's because my followers could sense that it wasn't real.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, if anybody else has any other questions, you can type them into the chat or unmute yourself.
I don't see the chat.
At the bottom, there's a little chat button. If you click on there, the bottom of your screen.
Oh, no.
Anna is asking, do you have videos or a few tips of yours that you can recommend for time management for a mommy of 3? I feel like I'm going crazy trying to balance a business and family.
Ooh, yes. Well, hello, homegirls, got 5. So yes. So I do power hours for my business every day. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a journal, and I write out my to-do list either at night or early in the morning. And before the kids get up for school, I do my first power hour of work between 6 and 7 a.m. Then I can leave to go take the kids to school. And that could be checking into my challenge groups, making my first post of the day, because remember, I wanted to come from here. So that's my first post of the morning. Personal development. And then answering a couple emails in my inbox. Then boom, I'm out the door. And then I do my second power hour in the middle of the day and my third power hour at night. So I do 3 hours of work. And what I love to do is on my phone, I set the timer. So I will give myself allotted increments. For example, I don't know if you guys do Hey Girls. Do you guys know what Hey Girls are? Oh, okay. So this is bonus right here. And then I'll explain how I do it on my timer. So a Hey Girl, I do 10 to 15 Hey Girls a day. I encourage you guys to do it, and please do it and let me know what you think. Seriously, like message me, private message me, give me a shout out on Facebook. I don't give rat's ass, but just let me know what you think. And my team does this as well. Power of duplication. A Hey Girl is just privately messaging your friends, your followers on Facebook, people who are your contacts on your phone. And I love to do it via voice chat on Facebook. Why? Do you guys remember why? Because I shared it earlier. Your energy and enthusiasm are contagious, and you cannot convey that all the time just with words. Yet when I go on my Facebook Messenger and I say, hey, Jackie, how's it going, girl? I'm on my third cup of coffee for the morning, and I'm so excited because it's Saturday, and I'm just going to relax in the house. Listen, I wanted you to know that you popped up on my newsfeed, and I'm thinking of you. How are you and the family doing? Send. I'm not asking them about joining a challenge group. I'm not telling them about my sneak peek into coaching that's coming up. I want to connect and have that relationship. What happens? One of two things. Either they're going to write you back and be like, hey, girl, oh my God, this voice chat is crazy. And then they'll start talking to you. Maybe they don't respond back, and that's okay too. But going back to what I shared with you guys, you're making yourself relevant. So what happens is you popped up there. You're going to pop up on their news feed, and they're going to start to like and engage and interact with you again. So 10 to 15 Hey Girls is part of my daily routine. It's part of my power hour. You're going to be surprised when you do Hey Girls that someone may message you and say, hey, Jackie, I'm doing great. By the way, I saw you were posting about this challenge group. What's that all about? Hallelujah, as Medea would say. Anybody know Medea? Hallelujah. That's my thing. But do you see how that organically happens versus you doing a Hey Girl trying to tell them about a challenge group? You want things to just flow and happen organically by being real. And how nice is it to reconnect with someone that maybe you haven't seen pop on your news feed in a while? So the way that I do Hey Girls is I go to my friends list on Facebook, and I actually start by looking for people that I have not seen for a while pop up on my news feed. Then I go to their page because I want to see what's going on in their life. And I look at their current posts for the past couple days. So when I leave them a voice chat message, I'm going to talk about something that I saw. Oh, I saw you went to Disney. Oh my God, I saw your kid went and, put all their chocolatey handprints all over the wall. I want them to know that I see them. Does that make sense? Now, what you can do for your team, here's another little bonus, is I love to make this a challenge on our team. So I'll make a video because I love videos, right? And I'll make a video for our team and I'll say, hey guys, it's Coach Nina here. Drop and give me hey girls. The coach who does the most hey girls today will win some team swag, right? And I always have team swag on hand or I'll order it. And we did this just 2 days ago. And the team was going crazy, right? Because everybody loves a little competition. So I had one coach say, I did 25 hey girls. Another coach said, I did 30. They were doing 50. And what they have to do is I make them take a snapshot of their list. So people are showing their proof. And at the end of the night, the winner who won a Rising Phoenix Nation water bottle, she did 70 hey girls. So do you think that helped her business a little bit? Yeah, that doesn't mean that people were buying challenge packs or joining the team, but she was making herself relevant again. And all of a sudden she starts to have all this interaction and is messaging back and forth with people. Isn't that what this business is all about? Facebook and social media is all about socializing. It's not about selling. Beachbody does the selling for you. You have to socialize with people so they can find a commonality with you, to connect with you, so they can trust you. And once they have that trust with you, you guys, that's when they're going to invest with you. It's as simple as that.
So now I have a question. Do you, on top of your Hey Girls, are you doing challenge group invites too, or are you just using social media for your invites? Like as far as posting and stuff?
I have gotten to the point in my business where I don't really need to invite people to join my challenge groups. If I make a post on my fan page, I usually get the number of people I need to join my challenge group or to hit Success Club. But yes, I will still hey girls, but then I also invite people. But again, remember, when you're doing these hey girls, you should be going back and forth with many of them, not all of them. Where organically, they're going to say, if you're asking them how they're doing, what's going to happen? They're going to reciprocate, right? They're going to say, what are you doing? I want you guys to just be organic with it. And you can be like, oh, girl, I just put the kids down. They're watching a learning DVD and I'm, just answering emails back to people because I'm getting ready to launch my next virtual online challenge group. Send. You're not asking them to be a part of it, but what it does is it's going to pique their interest. They're going to be like, ooh, what challenge group? Tell me more about that. Or you can say, oh, I'm just answering, a bunch of emails back because I'm getting ready to launch my 5-day sneak peek into coaching. Oh, tell me more about that. Make sense?
Makes awesome.
Do you see how it happens organically versus you're waiting? You're waiting for the time to ask them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that. I think that just doing it organically is so much more effective too. So, does anybody else have any questions before we wrap up? We're going over time, so I don't want to keep Nina or anybody else too long.
And you guys are welcome to friend me on Facebook if you want.
Add her as a friend. Thank her for doing this call for us because it was so awesome. You gave so many amazing tips. Like I have 2 pages of notes.
Oh, good.
Erin wants to know where she can get your ebook.
I will message you. I will send you the link. Awesome.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Like we really appreciate you, getting up early and taking time out of your day to talk with us and give us all these amazing tips. So I hope you guys got a lot of great info from her. Please go to her page and thank her for doing this call because it was amazing. So thank you.
Bye, guys. You're welcome.
All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.